I used to think healing meant fixing yourself so you could go back to being productive again. But now I realize it's the opposite. Healing forces you to slow down, and only then can beautiful things happen.
The most important thing to do when you want to heal effectively and quickly is to stop distracting yourself from uncomfortable and difficult feelings. And it's really tempting to do this, but this doesn't make the feelings, the emotions go away. It just delays them for your future self, and it suppresses them within your body. And by suppressing emotions, over time they just build up, and like anything, they will reach a breaking point where everything will explode. It will express itself, and these feelings will manifest themselves either physically as maybe pain or as dis-ease, or maybe emotionally as a mental health problem or illness. And so the best way to avoid this is to feel the emotions in the moment, to let them come and go. And it's not easy to do this. Healing isn't pretty or glamorous or aesthetic. It's horrible and really uncomfortable, but we need to give those uncomfortable feelings the same amount of time and space as we give positive ones. So when they come up, just sit with them and let them be. And by doing this, your body will process the emotions, and maybe you'll need to cry or scream or whatever it might be. Something that really helped me, and it sounds silly, but it's knowing that feeling difficult, horrible, strong feelings can't kill you. It can't hurt you. If anything, it does the opposite, because it allows these emotions to be released from your body, and it takes away the power that they have over you. And once you have allowed the feelings to pass, maybe write them down or journal or paint something. Allow yourself to write down what has come out and how it's left you feeling. The next thing I would say is to stop being productive. And again, I think we're in such a hustle culture society where we all feel the need to be really productive all of the time. But please don't, whilst you're healing, don't try to go on a new diet or read loads of self-help books or try and create a perfect new routine or go cold plunging or all of these like productive things that seem like they are helping, but in reality they're keeping you stressed. They're keeping you feeling that you're not good enough or that you're not doing enough, and this is keeping your body in fight or flight mode. And I'm not saying that those things are bad. I think that when you are, the wind is really going for it, when you are healthy, when your body feels safe, then those are really good things to do. However, when you're healing, your body is constantly in a stressed state. It's been in fight or flight mode for so long, and you don't want to add to your cortisol levels, your adrenaline. What you should be doing instead is being less productive. You should be resting more, sleeping more, reading books that bring you joy, bring you pleasure, and doing things that allow you to feel safe, that allow your body to feel safe. Because when we are healing, we are emotionally depleted, and we might be low on energy. That's normal. We don't need to be really productive at this time. We need to be allowing ourselves the time to come out of fight or flight mode and to allow our bodies to come back into a parasympathetic state, a rest and digest state, where we feel safe, where we feel secure, and this is when our bodies can heal themselves, our minds can heal themselves. The next thing that I think is really, really important is spending time alone in nature. And this is always important, but especially when you're healing, not only because of all the health benefits that being in nature provides, like allows you to breathe clean oxygen, it allows you to feel calm, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, but also being in nature, I think, is the best way to be present, because the different noises, the different colours, the different shapes, all of these things bring you back to the present moment. And also it makes you kind of appreciate the beauty in the world. And both those things are really good at stopping you from worrying about the past or stressing about the future, both of which, keep you anxious, keep you stressed. Really good for cultivating gratitude as well. When you notice the colour of the sun shining on the leaves, or you are really grateful for a bird singing, then it allows you to focus on the small things and to be appreciative of the small wins, the small things in your life that are really amazing, as opposed to having the mindset of I'll only be happy when I'm healed, or I'll only be happy when this thing has fixed, or I'm really productive, or I get this job, or whatever it might be. By being in nature, you feel calm, you feel happy, you feel content, you feel gratitude, you feel love, and all of these things help your body to heal. And I'm literally just tearing up because of how pretty the sun reflecting on all of the leaves is. And yeah, I thought I'd just add that in to prove my point. But another really important part of healing is sharing how you feel with people that you trust. Not only does this help you to get the pain, get the grief, or whatever it might be off your chest, but it allows you to release it and also to explain it, which you might not have done before. So it might allow you to see your pain in a different way. As well as this, being vulnerable is the strongest and the bravest thing that you can do. Often when we're healing, we feel really isolated, and we think that by staying by ourselves and by not telling anyone, we're being really strong. But actually, by sharing your problems with someone that you care about, you're creating a stronger bond between you. You're allowing that person to give you the support and the love that you need, which at the end of the day is, we're all humans. We need that emotional connection. We need love. The last step that I think is crucial in healing is to come up with systems that stop you from overthinking or replaying painful or hurtful memories. Because each time you do this, and I'm not saying it's your fault, our minds, they just bring thoughts into our stream of consciousness, and we don't really have much control about what thoughts come in, but we do control whether we are going to let ourselves go down a spiral, or if we're going to try and stop the negative spiraling. And I'm not saying this is easy. It's really, really difficult to stop your brain from going into worst case scenario mode, or to go down a train of really horrible and painful thoughts. But if you have some sort of system in place that allows you to catch the negative thinking and to try and stop it, it's a really, really good way of doing so. And it will take hundreds of times to stop yourself thinking about the traumatic thing, but it's really worth it. So for me, what I do is I'll either tell myself, this is not helpful right now, this is not what I need. I need you to think of something happy right now. So it's like I'm telling my own mind or my own brain to stop it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but it's the process of trying to catch yourself when you're going down that negative loop, and to try and do something that will reduce the likelihood of it happening again, or to try and stop it in the moment. And this could be anything. It could also be I don't know, you might have a mantra that you might say, or you might have an action that you do, like you might, I don't know, hit yourself on the head, and that's your signal to yourself that you need to stop that train of thought. Or you might go and make yourself a tea, or whatever it is. Have something in place that you do every single time that the negative thoughts come, because then it kind of trains you to be more aware of your thoughts and to be conscious, and to try and consciously move away from pain and into something that's slightly happier, that makes you feel slightly safer. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it's been reassuring to know that you don't have to be strong and productive, that by being vulnerable, by resting lots, you are giving yourself the best chance at healing. And healing is hard. There's no way around that. There's no easy way to get out of it. It's hard, and the pain will come back. It will come in waves, but by giving yourself time, by being kind to yourself, by being loving, you will get through it. And I hope that your healing journey is as smooth as it can be. Bye.